Howdy all, I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. A couple days ago on the round table, got this every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we were talking about where is the MCU going? What's it gonna do? What is the meaning behind any of it anymore? And at one point during the conversation, Jed, the Hollywood scholar, brought up the point that the executives are really trying to spin certain narrative now that phase 4 or phase 4 of the MCU or the MCU is in total freefall right now with the apparent disaster that is Thor Love and Blunder. Blunder, by the way, we're eagerly awaiting this weekend so that we can see the likely massive drop off. Eagerly awaiting. I'll be there for that. Anyway, what is the MCU doing? Where are they going? Phases 1 through 3, there was a clear story being told. The Infinity Stones. The Infinity Stones and Thanos. Granted, they took some detours that we all thought they should have stayed on the original track with, but hey, it is what it is. It's stuck the landing enough for me. We've had that discussion debate enough times. Moving on. Point is, Phases 1 through 3 had a point, had a narrative, kind of felt it was working most of the time. Yeah, they had to change things a lot. Kevin Feige thought he was a genius. In fact, he kind of messed things up here and there. But still, there was at least the overarching story. We understood where it was going. Everything was building to a final battle with Thanos. Phase 4? What's the point of Phase 4 been? Multiverse? Fifi's getting hurt? Emotional damage? Because apparently that's what it's all about. Emotional damage. That's what Phase 4 is, folks. MCU Phase 4 is about the fallout from Avengers Endgame, says a Marvel executive. According to Marvel Studios producer, the core story of the MCU's Phase 4 is about dealing with the fallout from the events of Avengers Endgame. I'm sorry, but that's not a story. That's not an arc. That's a theme. That's an idea. That could be a part of the narrative playing into actual events. An actual arc means there's a plot, a cohesive plot that links movies together, and now half a dozen or more idiotic shows. Let's read this a little bit here now. After being hampered by several delays and schedule reshuffles due to different factors, COVID, Phase 4 is finally in full swing. At this point, 6 films have already been released, with the latest, Thor Love and Thunder, currently playing in theaters. Meanwhile, its newly minted Disney Plus branch is also booming! Disney Plus is booming, guys! Let's see, how booming is Disney Plus? Remember, Disney Plus has over 100 million subscribers. Over 100 million. Let that soak in. Let that penetrate your smooth Stan brain. 100 million subscribers. Over 100 million subscribers. WandaVision pulled in 1.6 million. Falcon and Winter Soldier pulled in 1.8 million. Loki at a mighty 2.5 million. Hawkeye 1.5. Moon Knight 1.8. And according to these guys, Ms. Marvel, currently preparing for its season finale, is so great that it only pulls in 775,000 households. Booming! Throughout all this, there are clear arcs that tie different projects together. How so? Wanda had a sad day. She lost her sex toy and therefore tried to destroy the multiverse that Kang was in charge of. So everything in phases 1 through 3 didn't matter because it was all Kang. Yet now, where is Kang at this point? Where's another Kang? Where are all the multiverse Kangs that we were warned about in Loki? I don't know. Loki itself as a show, it's not Loki, it's fake Loki, it's alternative Loki, it's not the prime Loki that we liked from the phases 1 through 3. That screwed everything up. He was a side character in his own show. The only thing that worked was Spider-Man No Way Home, and that wasn't an MCU movie. All these shows and all these movies, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Thor, Doctor Strange 2, and we have Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's the outlier. Where's the connective tissue? None of it comes together. This is fluff. This is a lie. But here's truth actually right here. While it's still unclear what the overall narrative will be in this new chapter of storytelling for the MCU, Marvel Studios executive shares what is common theme for Phase 4. Hold on one second. In Phase 1, through several movies, it was made clear what was going on by Avengers. It was the coming together of our heroes. The Tesseract was the prime Infinity Stone at play during that one. Phase 2, more Infinity Stones. Phase 3, the build up to the big bad battle. Yes, no. There is no narrative. It only takes a few movies to set a narrative. 6 movies in, and you're not clear what the narrative is. What is suddenly Wakanda Forever gonna unleash our narrative? Is Ant-Man Quantum Mania gonna unleash our narrative? Is the Marvels gonna give us a narrative? Guardians 3, is that gonna give us a narrative? Because Guardians 3 is usually separate from everything. Usually kind of separate. They admit right here and then stupidly walk into this. This idiot. Palmer. What's his name? Richie Palmer. Phase 4 is all a reaction. And I don't mean on our part as filmmakers. Oh, I mean the characters. It's a reaction to the trauma of Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. We're still feeling those effects in these movies years later. Fifis. That's your Phase 4 overall plot arc. Fifis. You've got what's left in Phase 4. We're not talking about the GIMP shows, because they're all GIMP shows. This shows you nobody's watching. Nobody's watching these.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
There's no narrative except Fifis. Because, as Joe Russo revealed a couple months ago, there's no plan at Marvel Studios. Disney, Marvel, MCU has no plan. They just kind of fumble along. Spit on some tape. Rub it on there. Say and pray that it holds. I put out a video yesterday. It was a cut from Sunday's show. How much gas does the MCU have left in its tank? Very little. Very little. It's not going to go very far. It's running on fumes. This proves it. They have no story because they have no characters. How can there be a fallout for what happened in Infinity War and Endgame when the major characters who helped build that are basically all gone or have been turned into a joke like Thor? Thor is the butt of the entire MCU. Smeared in shit and laughed at. MCU is a joke. They have no direction. It's simply consume, and pray to God that people like me and everybody else in my sphere of YouTube don't point the finger of scorn and ask questions of, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? We know why you're doing it, because you don't care. You think people are stupid. Your stands are going to keep the movies going, but they're not buying merch. And you can't survive on stands alone. Just go look at Reva's lightsaber. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I'm here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about fifis, and neither do actual fans. Hit the notification button, share my video if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you real folks out there. I don't care about the stands and the SJWs who are so concerned about fifis, because to a one, they are cowards behind keyboards, though they are stupid, and I love triggering them. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.